Hi there, I'm Brad Barton from Fandango.com, and today we are at Hampton Court Palace, just outside London, England, one of the shooting locations for the new action-adventure film from director Bryan Singer, Jack the Giant Slayer. Normally, this would be the location that you'd come to if you had maybe some livestock that you wanted to trade for some magic beans. I don't have those things, unfortunately. I do have a giant broom and a giant axe and such, and a couple of interviews with the stars and the director of the film. Let's take a look.
Elmont, assemble a team of your best men.
Yes, sir.
Bring back my daughter.
Your Majesty, I want to volunteer.
It's a very classic adventure. You know, you've seen some of these beats in movies like Aladdin, where you cloistered princess wants to get out, finds herself on an adventure, gets rescued by a handsome hero.
Tell me about how you landed, how you arrived on what you wanted the tone to be.
Well, I knew there would be a lot of, stomping and eating and some carnage, so I wanted to make sure that it had kind of the fun of a movie like Princess Bride, where you could get away with a lot of stuff, but because the tone was inviting and humorous. I think for everybody, for everyone who gets eaten or stepped on, we should always have a joke or something just to lighten the tension. It's that kind of action adventure stuff that is very movie-like.
I was getting just enough of an Obi-Wan vibe there that by the time he throws out the line, I'm getting an awfully bad feeling about this. That couldn't have been an accident.
Well, I don't remember saying it in this. I certainly wasn't thinking about Obi-Wan Kenobi when I was playing Elmont, no. Yeah. No, I was thinking more of sort of Errol Flynn, the idea of a kind of really gung-ho, British soldier, right, who's a bit of a buffoon, really. And I love the humour of that he's always the first one to say, "Come on, let's go." And then, in actual fact, usually ends up falling on his face or something, and Jack comes up and saves the day.
What's your name?
Jack?
Something wrong with your knees, Jack?
He's a farm boy who is told by everyone that he's got no chance with the princess that he's desperately trying to save.
Yeah, which is a shame. He's told that he's useless and can't really make a difference to the world, and he's doing his best. You know, he tries to defend her honor quite early on, and then he gets, this monk mugs him off, basically, and steals his horse and gives him some magic beans for it. And he's getting a bit beaten down by life, but then luckily he gets the opportunity to prove himself, and he becomes a little bit of a hero along the way and captures the princess's heart.
We've got to talk about the costumes, and not just because I'm staring at some awesome ones right now. This stuff is beautiful. Yeah. And the costumer is Joanna Johnston, right?
What I loved about Joanna's ideas was how she really captured the fairy tale aspect, and so the dress at the beginning to the armor, and then even my I call it the boy outfit, where she's kind of like her adventure outfit was just still so sexy at the same time. You know, she really had an eye for it, and it was terrific working with her.
Stanley, in this film you play Roderick. He's a fabulously evil character who basically announces as much right out of the gate, more or less. It's got to be fun to play someone where you get to put on the teeth and just act like
it's so much fun. It's so much fun. It's that role that you play when you're playing with your kids, you know. We used to play, I don't know if I ever told you this, but my kids were younger, they used to play Mean King or something, you know, or play the evil whatever. And Mean King was basically Roderick.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So it's just child's play, really.
Tell me about shooting opposite giants. Now, I know this wasn't a mocap situation where, like, Bill Nye is walking around on set growling at you. This was more of the green screen and being pulled around on...
No, it was both. It was both. It was both. A little bit of that mocap. What's just a really funny word? Mocap. I'm going to mocap.
I'd like a mocap, please. 2 shooters.
We did it first, didn't we? The mocap. Come on, you can do it.
Mocap.
Mocap.
We did. Yeah, we did mocap first. We did mocap, and then we also did the green screen guy with a pole and a tennis ball.
Right.
You know.
Right.
That was really fun.
I feel like I'm almost legally obligated to ask you about X-Men Days of Future Past, which I've got to say, as a comic book nerd lifelong, I'm so personally excited to see it.
It's going to be very epic. The story, it spans various times. It's got a huge cast, and you'll be seeing things that we haven't seen in X-Men movies yet.
How was that trying to bring everyone all together? Were they into it? Were they?
Yeah. I mean, they like the experience. They love those characters. Their experience doing it. We all get along.
Right.
So it's a chance for me to work with the new cast as a director as opposed to just a producer and work with some old friends.
It's been such an adventure in itself and I've really enjoyed it. To be playing such a great part that, you know, she's a princess in a fairy tale. You get to influence little kids who get to see this movie who will grow up believing that you are a princess and wanting to be like you. It's so special. It's fantastic.
It's aspirational. It's like Prince and the Pauper stuff. People who are good at heart find, you know, true love.
Simple farm boy.
Not at all.
Who are you?
It's Jack! Ready?